Our fashion expert Lauren Ozersky is at it again. She got together with two top designers and magazine editors to talk about price points and picking out your favorite frock.
What a potpourri of fashionistas we have today. Regina Hames from More Magazine, editor, how are you? Lynn Yeager, my fabulous girlfriend, always stylish, freelance, Vogue magazine everywhere. Myself, Lauren Ozersky, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out where I'm from, whatever. Tracy Reese, amazing designer, and Byron Lars, another amazing designer. So we're here to talk about trends, just whatever we feel like talking about.
To me, the explosion of fabulous clothes at the lower price point now, at the lower end of the market, has been so liberating for everybody. I mean, when we were growing up, the cheap clothes looked cheap. It was
cheap.
Depressing.
Yeah.
You go to the cheap store, you're like, why do I have to shop here? I hate this store. Now the cheap store is cool. Music is playing, the people are gorgeous, and the stuff is like $21.99. So I really think this is enormously helpful for people. I mean, Vera Wang at Kohl's, this stuff looks amazing.
Right?
You know, so all the collaborations and just all the regular clothes that are just, you know, in H&M and Zara. I mean, we were talking about Zara the other day.
It's fabulous.
And how great it is. So if you want to create either a nutty look like myself or a Rick Owensy look or a more embellished look, as you were saying, either the plainer look or the more embellished look, all of that stuff is available at every price point, which I think is a really big change.
Now, how do you do that for your readers? Because you need to show designer clothes also, but sometimes you also have to give them a price. Like
Well, I think the most modern thing is the high-low. You know, it's mixing the $21.99 with the high-end designers. I think that's how real people are dressing, no matter how much money they have to spend. You know, you could look great at the low price point, but you know, sometimes you fall in love with a certain trend that you must have the original that walked down the runway.
What about you two? Because you're in a very tight space because you have to make clothes that are wearable and saleable.
I think it's a great time to be really smart with design and think on your feet. And I really think that like it's probably a time that like a lot of the mediocrity that's been out there and prevalent is probably going to disappear.
Well, Tracy, you've always kept your prices reasonable, always, since day one, even when people were spending a lot more money.
It's always been important to me that, you know, you can access things of mine that you like. And, you know, the hope is that the customer is able to walk in and buy something full price. If you love it, buy it today. Don't wait, you know, 2 months or 3 months for it to go on sale. And it's definitely hard now because certain, you know, commodities, the prices have risen. But the challenge that throws down is really exciting. It's almost like the 80s again. You know, we had no money. We didn't have anything. We didn't have backing. We didn't have financing. And you found a way to do stuff. And it brought out your true creativity. And, you know, I think it just made us like work harder for it. But it was like a fun challenge,
Totally
you know.
fun.
And things kind of got a little bit too, I don't want to say too easy, but it breeds predictability. I think now we're like, you know, everybody's pushing themselves. It's like, okay, how can I do this? And how can I get this dress to retail for $225?
Which is like practically free.
But I think we also have to be really sensitive to the fact that for most of the people in the country, $225
It's a lot of money.
It's a very special
I know.
purchase. It's a really special decision. And know,
that dress has to reflect
luckily
that.
your
It
clothes
has
are
to be
beautiful, and you know, you give people something for the $225. But I think that a lot of times the industry completely loses sight of the situation of most people in this country and the amount that they have to spend and how important it is to, you know, to a family's budget.
I want to thank everybody. This was an amazing cornucopia of ideas. We're all different. Thank you. I'm Lauren Ozersky for Better.